And from what I heard there, that'd be kind of cool. And that's mainly due to inactivity, by the way. If that's mainly due to inactivity, I mean, there's a bunch of accounts I know that'll be deleted, and there'll be a bunch of rare accounts up for grabs, for sure, due to inactivity. And that'll be good, because, I won't have to say, like, this, and be like, maybe, like, just put a random account name, and that's like, that one's already taken. There's a bunch of options if I do come back to visit. And I mean, when I do start doing it, it won't probably be once a week. It might be once a week, once every 2 weeks. It depends when I actually start visiting again. And I know a lot of people miss me, and I know it's hard to fight it. It's hard to just, fight it and just get it out of your system. But that's going to be everyone's problem when they leave, because, let's think about it. I mean, Kyle's been here ever since, like, forever. And he left pretty much last year, or almost 2 years ago now. And he's been on, like, to visit every once in a while, but other than that, that's it. And I need to start doing that too, because, I mean, if I'm going to beat that addiction, sure, I mean, I know people are going to be like, on Facebook or whatever, it's like, I need my fucking coins right now. And hell, people are even texting me that shit, and I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm gone, dude. Sure, I'll get you that stuff every once in a while, but, you're going to have to find new sources for money and coinage and stuff like that. And sure, I had enough money to do the 500 coin bounty, but I'm not going to pay for it when I'm quitting now. I mean, might as well divide it up anyway, but I don't care anymore, to be honest. And, I'll help you out with your problems every once in a while. Don't expect me to be getting coins every week like I've always been for you guys for the past, 5 or 6 years now. Actually, I take that back, because, the first year I barely had anything, and I started getting coins and shit on a new account. I mean, I basically had to work for everything I had. Even in the little army things, and in the little, even real life jobs and shit like that. It was an addiction. Just like any other drug. Habbo is an addiction, and you need to fight it. Otherwise, it'll take all your money, it'll fuck up your life a little bit, and that's really it. But the fact is, it's hard to quit. I understand that. It's hard to beat that addiction. I understand that. Just like any drug, just like Jeff Hardy's weed problem or whatever the fuck he's smoking now. He might be trying to smoke like plastic bottles for all we know right now. I mean, but that's fucking Jeff Hardy. That's a problem in its own. But it's just, kind of weird not being there anymore. It's a relief, because I don't have to deal with all that drama, and I don't have to deal with all that shit. But the fact is, I'm not going to be there anymore to solve your problems. Just like I said with XHWE earlier. Sure, I mean, I've made a foundation, like I said before, but that's the only thing I'm going to do. Sure, I might help out with management stuff, like on the site or whatever, but that's really about all I'm going to do. I'm not going to be there for the shows, and they know that. I've told Brandon that, several times. But you know what? It's okay. I mean, people, for the next few weeks, they'll probably be relying on me even more. Like I said before, I mean, I'm not going to be there to get coins for you every week like I have for the past maybe 5 years or 6 years or however long it's been, because I've been very generous. I've had this generous heart. People want to, I think I have it, but, I have it. It's not the Adam Extreme character. The Adam Extreme character is not the real me in real life. It's just it's alter ego I've had for the past few years just to vent out the anger and shit. And for the most part, it's worked. But, that's not me in real life. People know, if people do know me in real life, and they know I'm a really nice guy. Know me as a really nice person. Probably the nicest motherfucker you'll ever meet. Ever, to be honest. And, they'll say that, oh, well, look at all this shit you've done on this channel. This channel is mostly an in-character channel. And hell, I might be doing like some Let's Plays and shit in the future in this channel just to change the mood a little bit, like I used to do. And to be honest, the only Let's Play I ever tried was a Super Mario 64 thing, and when we moved that over to, we moved the N64 and all that shit over, you know, that was kind of put on hold until you get on the virtual console for a Wii or whatever. And that was pretty much put on hold for that time. But, you know, well, I might start doing that. I mean, I have a lot of free more time now, instead of, besides doing all the college work and besides doing all the stuff I've been doing. And by the way, I am amazed how I've been doing all the college work and passing the classes while doing with all that habbo shit. To be honest, that's kind of not only a blessing, but it shows how smart, not just how smart I am, but how smart I am to keep this channel as a secret. To keep habbo shit as a secret from my dad, and this channel from my dad, more importantly, but and my family in general, they don't even know. For the past 2 or 3 years I've been doing this channel, and that's a fucking blessing, to be honest. If they knew the shit I was doing, they'd fucking kill me. And mostly my dad would fucking kill me, because my mom would be like, why the hell are you doing this? And she's probably sleeping off of a warning if she didn't even know about it. But my dad would fucking kill me if I knew anything about this, so that's a real blessing. And I've only been caught here and there, and I lied my fucking ass off, especially with that radio show we did on the death of on the day HW died. I still remember that, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, I'm glad that all this is over, to be honest. But, you know, I mean, we gotta move on somehow, especially with JC Productions and shit. And if you don't know that channel, I'll probably put it in the description of this video once it's all loaded and I edit it a little bit. But, you know, I have a lot of side projects, especially moving on with college stuff. And like I said before, I mean, the main focus for me is to actually be a professional wrestler. People know that. People knew. Some people might, and the sad thing is, some people might think I might not do it. I overcome all kinds of odds in my life, not just habbo-wise, but real life-wise, because to be honest, I've actually survived death in real life, to be honest, because, like, I think I've told the story before, but, you know, when you're in a hospital bed, when you're born, when you're in a fucking incubator, when you're going through all that shit at maybe 4.5 pounds, and as a premature kid, probably not going to survive the first day, let alone the first week, you know, let alone the first night. To come in like that far with all the shit, you know, with Asperger's, people don't even think I have it. And, you know, it comes up every once in a while. And, you know, I've pretty much beat it. I've pretty much beat everything I can do in life. I've beat life, I've beat death, I've beat the doctors, I've beat pretty much everything. And people might not think I can become a professional wrestler. And that's fine and dandy. They can do whatever the fuck they feel, but once you see me on TV and shit, you know, don't be surprised when you do see me on TV and shit. Because the fact is that, you know, you might see me on